views and Sufism. That Sufism was practiced then. It was, of course, about the past masters, Inayat Khan and others. They were, on the spiritual planes. They were not perfect masters also. And when Mrs. Deuce expressed her desire to spread, to take Baba as the avatar of the age, then Baba asked her to change those methods and try to spread only Baba's message of love and truth with Baba's literature, etc. And Sufism was renamed as Sufism Reoriented. The charter was drawn, which Baba approved, and they are carrying on that way.
Were there other people too that came?
Yes, but Baba does not, in Baba there's no initiation. Yes, there is to initiate and those practices, Baba stopped all the practices and rituals. And Baba never initiated anybody as his practice. And he stopped that practice of initiation. He also came as a Sufi. But then he, after meeting Baba and getting explanations from Baba, he started working on his own independently for Baba in Australia. And he did a good work there. Of course, no label of Sufism was attached to his work also. I personally think there is nothing wrong. Sufism means to pass to spirituality. It is nothing, it means in Persian the same thing as we. Only thing they stick to that denomination and people think it to be something special.
That I asked you about Sufism and Inayat Khan, and I said it meant so much to me, and he said, we are all one, we all work together. Because I felt sort of...
Yes, Inayat Khan was a highly advanced soul, no doubt. He was not a perfect master. That's why he was a good soul, no doubt as to that. He was an advanced soul on the path. But that's why they prescribe precepts and rituals and these things. But when you meet a perfect master, you don't need any such thing. He doesn't take you step by step to the goal.
No.
He takes you all the while you are living, keeping that curtain before you, and when the goal is reached, just the curtain is removed and you feel that you are one with God. That is the way of perfect master. And it makes a big difference in the lives of people who follow them. For instance, there are disciples of Baba for over 40 years or so. Baba generally did not like him to be photographed or filmed or such things. He did not like publicity at all. And when people were coming and all of a sudden they used to shoot a flash at him, he was distracted. And naturally he did not allow them to. Sometimes, of course, when the people insisted to allow, he allowed them to photograph or take films even. But in general, he did not like.
He wanted all the concentration on him, didn't he?
Yes, he did not want the people even to be, some of the people, when they see Baba is being photographed, they just try to try to stand near Baba like that, to be photographed with Baba. So the discourse that Baba is discussing is lost sight of. Elizabeth never came before. She was always in the background.
No, Elizabeth doesn't like to be photographed.
She also doesn't like him. No, when Baba used to call, come on, Elizabeth, where is Elizabeth? Then she would be clerk and she would come and sit near. Otherwise, she would always remain in the background. Even when discourses are going on or some functions, Elizabeth is at the back. Whereas in other places you will find that one who organizes tries to sit near Baba, stand near Baba, to be photographed with Baba.
So Baba didn't desire any kind of publicity?
Baba never desired publicity, never. Even at times when adverse criticism was made about Baba in some of Indian papers, some people wanted to reply. Baba said, why there is necessity to reply to me? Even by maligning me, they are thinking of me. They are fortunate, you would say.
What was the criticism about?
No, sometimes, because Baba was a Parsi, And then with Parsis, naturally, in every religion it is like that. So how he calls himself God, and what he does this thing and he does that thing, and he enjoys life, and those who have lived with him know how Baba enjoyed life, or made his followers enjoy the life.
Sense of humor.
Right. But some very rarely, but then the others were there to give them proper reply, those who were in the affairs. But Baba would not fight, so why waste your time in replying to such criticism? Even they, when they think of me and write about me, they are also fortunate.
One rumor about Bob at one time about having toothpaste fell open or something, and there was a bunch of liquor in it. I read that in the God.
No, never. I don't know that. I don't.
That was in the God.
Never.
I know it never happened, but that was what the.
Yeah, rumors, there will be many, isn't it? I can give you one instance. It's really funny. When I had visited him at Dehradun, he had called me. And I used to have water in my empty whiskey bottles, drinking water with me. And that bottle was in the Iraq's bag, going with Baba. And it was there, the whiskey bottle. Sometimes, here is a whiskey bottle, Baba. Yes, but not in a suitcase, it was in a theli like that. So I mean to say, if someone sees that bottle, he will say that Baba or Baba's Mandali are drinking whiskey. At the same time, Baba had no objection to his followers have a little alcohol. Of course, he never allowed his Mandali to take also. But at the same time, some of us who are outside, we do take.
But as to the bottles that you had, what was in them?
Water. I never, it has been my practice. Though Baba has permitted me to take my usual drink at night, whenever I visited Baba or was on tour with him, I never carried alcohol with me. And I never drank in those days. It may be sometimes 15 days, sometimes a month, but I never took. That was not just, it was my conviction that why should I? It was good for me also to abstain for some days. It was not just a regular habit. I don't smoke. I'm not allowed to smoke cigarettes. I'm not allowed to smoke cigarettes.
Baba gave you the order.
Order. That was the order given when Baba was smoking a cigarette that Must has given him. And he calls me and asks me to take a puff. I take one puff. He asks me to take another, and then said, throw away and never smoke again. And I had never smoked also before. It was my first 2 puffs and the last. But it was perhaps Baba knew Baba knew very well that it may have been good for me. I may have started smoking, and that may not have been good for my health. I may have contracted cancer also if I had continued.
Majority of the Mandali were prohibited from smoking?
No, majority smoke.
And did you say, Meherjee, that the Mandali that live with Baba,
Yes.
they do not use alcoholic beverages?
No, they do not. Never.
And that's at his order, is that correct?
I don't know whether these are orders, but they never. You see, everybody does not. Here you mean to say so many of us are here, do they drink alcohol? Many of them may not be touching even. It's not just order or anything. And then another thing, Baba's orders were that always to respect the laws of the land. And in our part, Maharashtra says there is prohibition. Those who have got a permit, only health permit, they can drink, others are not allowed to drink. So Mandali also would not drink that way. They do not possess any permit.
And as you say, Baba followers not living with Baba, some or many are able or do moderately.
They do, but Baba has not prohibited them to do that. That is it. If Baba has asked me not to smoke, and if he had told me not to drink, I would not have also done. Same way others smoke, I don't smoke. Here when we came in 1952 or 56, but this time in this visit, you see, this is, we have been talking to Baba lovers from all over in this library. We have been giving them replies to their questions also. It was wonderful to meet so many people here in this place. It could accommodate about 80, 90 people when fully packed. So already Elizabeth finds it small, so she is thinking of making it bigger again.
Did Baba say anything about the center growing in this respect?
Well, Baba has said that one day this will be a place of pilgrimage. That means it has to grow. And it has to grow. It will grow also. It has already grown, and every year it grows. Mrs. Patterson is taking so much interest, devotes all her energy, money, etc. And she is in her own way developing it. But now I feel that as the members are growing and visitors are coming practically every day, it should, by the cooperation of all, it should grow faster.
What did Baba say?
Baba had said that this will be a place, your center for the Americas. That means center for the Americas means it must be very big. Anyone who thinks of Baba, and perhaps those who have come into his contact, even once in the lifetime, has his nazar always on him or her. Even once, yes, even once.
How did you feel when you came back to the center this time?
When I came this time, I told Elizabeth as soon as I came, I feel like homecoming. It's a wonderful feeling which is very difficult to explain or prove.
Oh, we won't feel
See,
homecoming here.
because see, here we see and talk all about Baba alone, nothing else. We don't see even any outside world. Except the planes flying over our heads, they also bow to the center.
They bow to
They bow to the center.
We all have the same
So
idea.
that's the, and particularly all these parts which Baba is to walk here.
It's like a holy ground.
Holy ground, it is a holy ground, saturated with his. It's beautiful forest, and these paths were trod by Baba in company with the Mandali who were with him. We used to have nice walks here. Isn't it beautiful?
Yes.
Serene, quiet. All the time only you think of Baba and nothing else in this forest. So natural. What do you say, Jim? Every day, how many miles, Jim?
Several miles.
Several miles a day, every day. And John, what do you say? Did you come here for the first time or?
No, I had left here just before I went to India.
I see. And you? Second time, so how is it? What do you say? Huh? Isn't it beautiful? Yes, you feel all Baba's love here. Baba used to tread these paths, walk on all these paths. We were together with him, evenings, mornings. And here you only think of Baba and Baba, nothing else. How nice it is, you forget the world outside. Even the planes flying over us. They also bow in respect to Baba on the center. Baba had said about these parts, one thing I remember, that he asked Elizabeth to keep them all in this natural state and not to transform them, modernize into this, asphalt paths or destroy these trees or something like that. Baba said the atmosphere of this forest is very spiritual. And that's why Baba wanted it to be in this natural condition, except when only necessary to build cabins or such things. Yes, that's the lake on our left.
Did Baba like to be near water?
Yes, always whenever we used to come, Baba used to stand on the side. Right in the center of this bridge, you'd come, watch here, the alligators sometimes were coming up here in those days. Well, I think they have not yet come out. They usually come out in April or May. Past near the alligators. That where the animals that were with Baba or Baba loved those animals, do they take human birth in the next birth? I said it's not impossible. It is of course with Baba's wish. If Baba wished, then he could give them human birth. He could even make them God next birth. But at times about some animals like dogs, muskan, or he did say that next birth, this animal will be in human form.
Is Mustang still alive?
No, he's dead. Talking and I don't know how much to talk. What to talk? You ask me something, I will reply. Fine. We feel all very happy.
Would you like to stop at the kitchen for a cup of tea?
No, they tea.
Comment anything about what Baba may have said? As he was walking up these paths here.
I have to rub my head to tell you something, find out something. I don't know how much Baba has said. We have talked, I think, about several books about Baba here. This was our daily passage, going and coming to Baba house. Sometimes we used to go boating also, to see the alligator in the midstream.
Wow.
All right, come.
We were having our food in the kitchen here. Of course, we were not cooking ourselves. There was a cook. And Baba used to come around us, see us eating. He wouldn't like us to eat too much. Or he would not like us to relish something nice. So by his orders, the food was very simple. Vegetarian diet was given to us here. No meat, no fish. Of course, eggs were permitted. Some soup or something like that. Well, we had to eat whatever was given to us, but we could not relish that in those days. And Baba was always around our table, watching us how we eat and how much we eat. Yes, we used to play ping pong with Baba in that other cabin. What do you call it?
The lake cabin.
Lake cabin. Of course, not always, just for a few minutes or so.
Is he good
Just to loosen our limbs.
Is he good at ping pong?
Oh yes,
What do you like in your coffee?
a little cream and sugar. Not much. Thank you. That is also going.
Was he good at ping pong?
Huh?
Was Baba good at it?
Very good. Well, he never lost a game on ping pong.
Oh, he sounds like he's perfect as a ping pong player.
Yes.
He would always win, though.
Yes. Very tricky and very quick.
Would you say he was
Before you strike your bat, he's already at your ball.
very fast? Would he play any other games inside the...
Here, no, I think, of course, just with children throwing ball like this, catching, or he would see, you throw some switch or something and he would look at here and throw that side. I think bus, Adi.
Yeah, I'm doing it. This is the kitchen, Adi?
Yes, this is the kitchen. Meherjee. This is the kitchen. There was the table where we used to sit there for our food.
Bob would see to everything that you were eating at this time, the foods.
Yes, he was invariably at the food time. He was round about us. In 1952, when we arrived here, we were given only vegetarian diet. No fish, no meat, only eggs were permitted.
So how long were you on this vegetarian diet? Was that very long?
Yes, till we went to Hollywood and returned. After the accident, we were given certain amount, $3 a day, I think, in which we had to manage everything for ourselves. So we were managing ourselves. Whatever we liked, we ate outside, not here.
Was that a year or a few years that you were on a vegetarian diet?
When I was staying with Baba, yes, I was on a vegetarian diet.
For how long?
In 1927, 28. Thank you.
When did he free you of the diet?
Huh? When I went to Persia, no restrictions on diet.
How did that happen?
Well, it was not possible for me to have pure vegetarian diet when I had to stay with some other members there of the office. Because boarding and lodging was provided by the office. And whatever was cooked there, I had to eat.
And Baba,
But though I was permitted to eat and everything, I still hesitated to eat meat or fish or something like that for a time being. Then, of course, I started.
And so now you drink coffee.
Very good coffee.
Is that all right?
Bob, you have brought very good coffee. I like it. Quite a time to take a cup of coffee after talking so much.
Did you ever play ping pong?
Yes. 7 stones, yes. That is the game. 7 stones are put and then you have to strike at the stones and the other one has to catch the ball there, rubber ball. If it's caught, then the another man comes. If it strikes, then you have to take the ball and strike somebody who is running away. 7 hickory.
Did you ever play ping pong?
Yes. 7 stones, yes. That is the game. 7 stones are put and then you have to strike at the stones and the other one has to catch the ball there, rubber ball. If it's caught, then the another man comes. If it strikes, then you have to take the ball and strike somebody who is running away. 7 hickory.
Didn't he sit there, Meherjee? Didn't he sit there?
Yes, here in one of these like that benches, used to sit here.
And discourse?
Discuss, all of it, that anytime anything comes out, he used to dictate.
Sitting there with all the people around him, remember? And gesturing to them.
Yes, yes. I think it was that bench or the bench was here somewhere and it is removed. I don't know. But there was a bench like this here and we used to sit here. Baba used to sit here. We were around him. Sometimes film was taken. I think one television fellows also, they have been here to take pictures, 56 years. When AH was with us.
Were you there in 56?
Yes, I was here in 56 also. I didn't come in 58.
Where did you stay in 56 when you came?
50? She went to receive some instructions from Baba. It's a beautiful house. You have seen it, of course. One side the ocean, other side the lake. That house has also typical atmosphere of Baba inside. You step in and you feel something different.
I feel especially in the bedroom.
Well, in the bedroom, that bedroom where Baba is, in the hall, Baba used to sit with Mandalay and talk to him.
I don't know if I should ask you about this, but did you ever hear the story about the frogs? When Baba was working down there, all the bullfrogs were so loud that he couldn't work, and he had a couple mandalies sitting on the steps watching him work. Did you ever hear that story? Is that a false rumor?
No,
You don't know about
I
it?
don't know. I don't know. Yes.
Oh, look!
Yes, yes, to leave. Yes, what else, Irwin? Baba had asked us, we men Mandali had to go ahead and make arrangements for Baba and the women following us. So we were ahead of Baba's car about a day earlier. And when we reached Hollywood, we got the message that Baba's car has met with an accident near Oklahoma, and that it was under Baba's signature that Mera has had head injuries. Baba had hand and foot injuries and very bad, but no one is going to die, and you come back soon, immediately.
This is Baba's signature.
Baba said there was a telegram sent like that. So we had just reached there, and we returned immediately by a Plymouth station wagon. It was given by Elizabeth to us. 5 of us were in the car. Yes, we reached Oklahoma, and from Oklahoma we were told that it's Prague, some miles away from Oklahoma. We reached Baba actually on the 3rd day of the accident. And he was lying in bed. Elizabeth was badly injured. She was in another bed. Mera was in another bed. Well, these 3 were badly injured. They were given treatment there at Prague by Dr. Burleson's clinic. It was Dr. Burleson and his family. They were very nice to us, to all of us. Dr. Horley's clinic was occupied by us. We used to use his kitchen, his closets and everything as we liked. It was I think he must be still there. And then after some days, we removed Baba to Myrtle Beach here at Elizabeth's house on the Yukon Dunes.
What did Baba look like when you saw him after the accident?
Very bad. Whole his left side was damaged. But if you see just from the right side, as if nothing has happened. His nose was right, his face was bad. This side, the face was damaged. Hand was broken from here. Leg was broken from here. Leg was put into plaster. And Dr. Amspecker from Oklahoma, he came and fixed his hand. Well, it was not a good sight. Who would love to, when you love Baba so much and then you see him in this helpless condition. Well, I was asked to remain with him from 7 in the morning till 7 in the evening, 12 hours, except for an hour or so for lunch. He did not allow anyone to touch him also. I was asked to dress him, feed him, everything.
Did you have any expectation beforehand that something like this would happen?
Well, before leaving Bombay, he told us, he called us in a room, one by one, and asked, he had been hinting at that time that he will be I was not here at that time, 1958.
Never seen this car in any films of Baba? In any films of Baba, have you ever seen the car in any of the films?
I can recognize my car whenever I see in the film. No, that was, I think, Plymouth. Plymouth, I think. It was a cream color car. Plymouth or Chevrolet, I don't know. It was a cream color car. the insurance company and got the insurance money from it. Elizabeth should know. She was exact in 1958 when he came to the center. In which Baba met that accident in 1952. And the exact place where the accident occurred, near Prague, I think it was about 10 or 15 miles from Prague, which is a small village near Oklahoma. Elizabeth should know the exact spot where the accident occurred. There's no one else to say.
Is it true that Baba told Elizabeth to go back and take her car insurance before they left? She had left without taking her insurance papers, and Baba said, go back and take your insurance papers before we start out?
Well, I do not have any recollection of that. But I know it was insured, and Elizabeth said that everybody is insured also. Everybody, I mean, traveling with the car also were insured against accidents. She must have recovered that. Part of it, of course, the expenses were top high in those days. Taking Baba here, bringing him here, taking him to Conway, taking him to Duke's Hospital. Yeah.
How did you pass the time during those 2 months?
Well, Baba was all the time on bed. He was not able to move even. The plasters were there, several weeks required for the plaster to be removed. That I think the plaster was removed only in London. Once it was removed at Duke's and another plaster was put in, on the leg. Hand was not in plaster, it was just bandaged.
Did you sit with Baba much of the time when he was in bed?
Oh yes, I was ordered to stay with him from 7 in the morning till 7 in the evening.
Every day?
Every day.
What?
Except for an hour or so far.
Baba?
Say Baba.
Who's this? Who's this? Is that Baba?
In particular, Irwin.
Baba said about water that a master in Avatar usually does a miracle when he touches water. Didn't he say something about
Well,
that?
in Avatar, Baba says that he doesn't perform any miracles. Miracles happen because of your love for him, your faith in him. That makes the miracles possible. Otherwise, Baba says that he doesn't perform any miracles. But miracles at the same time do happen in the lives of Baba lovers.
He touched the water down here at Myrtle Beach.
Yes,
See there were
yes.
things in the water?
I think by touching, I don't know what happened when he touched the water.
Got wet.
Huh?
He got wet.
He got wet, yes, yes.
The water got Gabriel eyes.
Yes.
You've never been able to do this with Baba walking.
Yes, you should have seen Baba walking.
What was it like to see Baba walk?
Stride, huh?
What was Baba's walk like?
He used to walk with long strides and very fast. You have to run after him.
He had to pick up rocks and throw them as he walked. Did he do that a lot?
No, no. Bolo Baba. Jai Baba. Say Jai Baba. What's his name? Soren. Sorensen. Soren. Say Baba. Say Baba. Speak something. Soren, speak something. Stayed there for some time with him in India, where she was there in school.
When was that, Meherjee?
To be exact, 19.
What did Baba do there?
Well, Baba used to travel. I mean, in his usual many places where he has stayed for months and months together.
What years was he?
Dehradun, he was at Dehradun at that time, and for the summer season He shifted to Missouri. I think it was walked almost through all these parts. He liked walking.
Did he go in all the cabins at the center?
Yeah. जय बाबा बोलो 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 जल्दी बोलो हाँ say जय बाबा oh जय बाबा say बाबा बाबा when public darshan were given to all the followers that had gathered here, Baba gave them here in the barn. It's also a place where prayers were offered, some music was sung. It was a darshan program here. I think in 1952 also it was held here, 1956 also. Darshan here. And that's the barn.
Where was the picture taken of Baba that's so famous sitting under a tree? Right up here, this tree. I know
Which one?
the one that's in the barn. You can see.
Placed somewhere and erected it here again. Manufacture something. Baba yes said that it's a the atmosphere of the place is highly spiritual. He liked it. He has blessed this place, and anyone contemplating in this barn, sitting in meditation or thinking of him, is sure to feel his presence here. America, Baba says America has tremendous energy. For spiritual purposes, it will do wonders. And that's why Baba has given so much importance to America, and that's why we see today even the young people in universities and colleges now, though Baba has dropped his body, they are coming out and they are in search of truth. They wander everywhere and find out what it is, whether right or wrong, because if they get good guidance, they are on the right path.
These American students that you see?
Yes, American students I refer.
Are they?
All over the world they are spread out now. That is, the American energy is being, either used for good purposes or misused. At times it is misused also. But the force that this energy will release should be highly, for spiritual purposes, it should be very effective.
What about the youth in India? How are they now? Are they changing?
They are also changing, yes. They have also come out from the old customs of their parents, where they are all, superstition is also there at the same time, very religious minded, rituals and ceremonies. So young youth of today, they don't like all these things. For instance, in our part, Pune, which is a place...
ever say anything about what families will be like, or if they'll change in any way?
Oh, well, he didn't say anything specifically about the change in family life. But this is a most common thing that we observe today, how it changes. And many of us know that the reason for that also. But this freedom that the youth seeks today is not the right freedom, according to me, I say, from my experience. That the boys and girls, they roam about, they take all sorts of freedoms in their hands. Well, Baba never liked such freedom. If a boy and a girl wanted to have freedom, they should get married first. Even though their pair was engaged to get married, they were sure to get married also. Even then Baba never, not that he did not allow, but he did not like sex relations with such couples who are engaged in it. He said that this is a sacred, marriage is a sacred thing. Marriage should be, as one loves God, so the husband and wife also should be loving each other. In their love, it is, there is, it's a a true loving couple, it's almost like loving God. So any extramarital relations were not liked by Baba.
Meherjee,
Yes.
did Baba say anything special in the barn that you can recall now?
Well, here Baba gave darshan to the people, he gave prasad to the people, he blessed them. Specific messages that were read, I don't remember. He might have dictated something on alphabet board, which Elizabeth must have got. I don't remember.
Baba, I think sat underneath one of these trees over here.
Yes, I heard that. I think that
was.
well, that way discourse, anytime Baba was something together and he would say a few words. But I don't know, they say it is this tree, I don't know. I don't remember. Irwin? Father. Well, this barn has a special. Yes? This chair, Baba is seated. And I think this chair here on his left, Elizabeth was sitting. In fact, I see. No, but I remember he made Elizabeth sit on her left. Am I right, Lynn? On his left. She was not here, she was at the back, so Baba called her and made her sit on the left, and she was asked to introduce everyone to Baba, who were there.
How long was Baba in the barn,
I can't remember how long, but maybe about 2 hours at a time.
Did he come over 6 days to the barn?
Not every day, just the time of darshan. I think he gave once or twice.
In the morning?
I think it was in the afternoon, once. First time?
1952, made 1,700 people would seat by us.
7? Most people were so surcharged with Baba's presence in this barn that everyone was just quiet and silent. No noise. I should call it a great thing.
Did Baba say anything about his suffering?
His suffering started after that.
Where were you in the barn near Baba? You
I used to sit on that side, right side, right side. Yeah.
You have to see where he. I remember when I was in the barn for the first time, I could immediately feel this presence of Baba's, but like through a very thick silence.
Yes, yes. Everyone who comes to the barn feels a strange atmosphere, which is, not normally found outside. And it is Baba's atmosphere, spiritual, his love.
Seems in the barn, some people feel that they feel Baba the most in the barn. Other people on the beach.
Well, that is their feeling. Actually, Baba should be felt in our own hearts.
All the time.
All the time. That is best. But even then, in this strife and turmoil, when we come to the barn and sit for a while, we have a sort of peace of mind. When peace of mind, I say. Suppose you have been working outside and you are tired or something, or mentally fatigued, you come and sit in the barn. Something extraordinary you feel, and you forget all your worries. That is where Baba's presence is felt. Wherever you go and you feel Baba's presence, it makes you forget every other thing. go with Baba on the beach on this part. I think there is a lake round about here. Small lake also.
This is a beautiful thing.
It's a very beautiful part. There is a lake somewhere near here. I don't know, we'll be approaching perhaps.
Irwin can hear about that. Here's the lake.
Yes, that's the lake here on the left. Huh?
Yeah. If you said anything wrong.
If like any sounds of animals or dogs barking or any such thing. He asks us to be, of course, he doesn't ask us even. We have to keep absolute quiet, silence. I think something was dictated here on alphabet board. A message was given. Which Irish read. It was in Irish's voice.
This beach looks familiar.
Hmm?
Wait.